America remembers the chrome-plated diners and the fast food revolution of the 70s, but away from the neon glow, high in the hollows and mountain towns of Appalachia, a very different culinary history was being written. This was the cuisine of resourcefulness, resilience, and necessity. Meals weren't glamorous. They were built on what little was available, stretched with ingenuity and packed with enough calories to fuel a day of hard work. We are diving deep into this forgotten era. This is a culinary journey back to the humble kitchens and simple pantries of country life. We're counting down 25 forgotten Appalachian sandwiches, the real taste of the 1970s that history left behind.
The fried bologna sandwich. If there is one dish that encapsulates the frugal, hearty spirit of 1970s Appalachian comfort food, it is this. Made from the cheapest lunch meat available, bologna wasn't just slapped onto bread, it was fried. Frying transforms the soft, pink meat, giving it crispy, curled edges and a smoky, savory depth. It's typically placed on plain white bread, smeared generously with yellow mustard, and sometimes includes a slice of American cheese or a thick slice of white onion. This sandwich wasn't fancy. It was fuel. It was the taste of lunch break at the mill or a quick dinner after a long day of farm work. A true, forgotten icon of rural survival cuisine. The cucumber and mayonnaise sandwich. In the heart of Appalachian summers, when the gardens overflowed and budgets were tight, this refreshing sandwich became a staple. It's a testament to making the most of simple, homegrown produce. Thinly sliced, crisp cucumbers, often picked fresh from the vine, are layered generously onto soft white bread. The secret, and often the main ingredient beyond the cucumber itself, is a liberal slathering of full-fat mayonnaise. This wasn't about gourmet, it was about cooling down, satisfying hunger with fresh flavors, and enjoying the abundance of the season. Simple, cool, and surprisingly satisfying, it's a taste of summer, forgotten by many.
The plumber sandwich. This combination might sound like a dare, but in rural Appalachia, it was a perfectly normal, high-calorie meal for generations of kids and laborers. The plumber combines two pantry staples, creamy peanut butter and thinly sliced dill pickles. The richness of the peanut butter is instantly cut by the sharp, vinegary snap of the pickles. It's an unlikely blend of salty, sweet, and sour, all packed between two slices of soft white bread. It required no cooking, only what was already jarred or stored. More than a quirky snack, the plumber is a testament to the creativity that necessity breeds, turning two simple, long-lasting ingredients into a surprisingly satisfying lunch.
The canned bean salad sandwich. This is a true testament to the pantry resourcefulness of the mountains. In a time when fresh ingredients were scarce outside of harvest season, a satisfying meal often began with a can of beans. This isn't a hot chili, it's a cold salad where canned green beans, maybe kidney or butter beans, are marinated in a simple, sharp dressing of vinegar, oil, and a touch of sugar. The sweet and sour mix is then served generously on warm, buttered toast, providing a unique crunch and a hearty, protein-packed filling. It's the ultimate frugal deli sandwich, Appalachian style, a cold, tangy snap that brought substance to a humble lunch table.
The Appalachian BLT. This sandwich is a ritual, a simple salute to the brief, glorious peak of summer. While the BLT is an American classic, in the mountains it takes on a specific decadent identity. It begins with the foundation, the freshest, thick-sliced homegrown tomato, a crisp layer of simple iceberg lettuce, and the star, sizzling, fatty, home-cured bacon. But what defines the Appalachian version is the binder, mayonnaise.
It is not a condiment here, it is an ingredient. The soft white bread is absolutely slathered with a thick, cooling, savory layer of mayonnaise, creating a perfect, messy contrast against the hot, salty bacon and the cool, juicy tomato. It's the ultimate summer comfort food, where more is always better.
The potted ham spread sandwich. When times were lean, nothing was wasted. This sandwich is a genius invention of frugal Appalachian cooks designed to stretch a leftover ham roast into multiple meals. The cooked ham, often the toughest, least desirable cuts, was finely ground or minced, then bound together with simple ingredients like softened cream cheese or maybe a dash of mayonnaise and relish. The resulting potted ham spread, similar to a pâté or a European potted meat, was stored in the icebox and could be quickly slathered onto bread for a ready-made, high-protein meal. This dense, savory spread was the definition of convenience and nourishment for the busy 1970s mountain family. The apple butter and cheese sandwich. This combination is perhaps the most uniquely Appalachian item on our list, born from the deep tradition of fall apple harvests and preserving fruit through long, slow cooking. Apple butter, a rich, spiced, concentrated spread, was a staple in every pantry. To turn this sweet treat into a satisfying meal, cooks paired it with a substantial, sharp cheese, typically a slice of aged cheddar or maybe a creamy Munster. The sandwich is a perfect balance. The warmth and deep spice of the apple butter contrasted sharply with the cold, salty tang of the cheese. Served on simple bread, this quick, no-cook meal delivered profound seasonal comfort and a satisfying caloric punch.
The drowned pork sandwich. This uniquely named sandwich perfectly describes its appearance, and its high caloric content made it ideal fuel for Appalachian winters. It starts with leftover roast pork, which is thinly sliced or shredded. The key, however, is the drowning, a thick, simple, and savory gravy made right in the roasting pan from the pork drippings, flour, and water or milk. This brown, rich gravy is poured piping hot directly over the open-faced pork sandwich, soaking the bread and the meat beneath. This transforms simple leftovers into a deeply warming, incredibly filling, and intensely satisfying meal, a true representation of mountain ingenuity in turning necessity into comfort.
The pepper and egg sandwich. Simple, filling, and often made in large batches, this was the go-to meal for laborers and families needing sustained energy. It's an incredibly straightforward construction. Scrambled eggs, or sometimes a sloppy, messy omelet, are mixed vigorously with sliced sweet peppers, sautéed until soft and caramelized. This hot, protein-heavy mixture is piled high onto a soft, often buttered roll or bread. This sandwich required no refrigeration and held its heat well, making it the perfect packable meal for anyone working a long shift in the coal mines, a construction site, or a distant field. It is the taste of a quick, satisfying morning, ready to face a hard day's labor.
The chicken liver pâté sandwich. This is the rich, quiet genius of Appalachian resourcefulness. While often dismissed as a delicacy, this sandwich is a testament to utilizing every part of the bird, especially the cheap, nutrient-dense liver. The process involved sautéing the chicken livers with onions and spices, then grinding and binding them with butter or lard, creating a dense, savory, and shelf-stable pâté. This rich spread was carefully layered onto dark, tangy rye bread, which was sturdy enough to hold the weight and cut through the richness of the pâté. Packed with protein and iron, this simple sandwich provided a necessary heavy energy source for long days, proving that necessity can indeed be delicious.
The hot brown sandwich. This is the Appalachian adaptation of a Kentucky classic, stripped down for practicality and simple comfort. It's an open-faced sandwich perfect for a cold evening meal. The base is thick toast, generously topped with slices of leftover turkey, often from a holiday or a large roast. The true star is the simplified Mornay sauce, a rich, creamy cheese sauce, often just a basic roux and milk with simple cheese, like American or sharp cheddar. This hot, gooey sauce is poured over the turkey and then run under the broiler just long enough to brown the top and melt everything together. Served immediately, the hot brown is the definition of warm, high-calorie, post-labor satisfaction, turning simple ingredients into a luxurious, easy supper.
The yellow mustard and onion sandwich. This sandwich is the ultimate testament to Appalachian frugality and the depth of flavor derived from next to nothing. This simple, two-ingredient sandwich was often the lunch of choice when the pantry was truly bare or the budget was completely exhausted. The construction is brutally simple. Soft, cheap white bread slathered liberally with bright yellow mustard. The mustard provides the necessary moisture and tang. The only other component is a generous helping of thick slices of raw white onion. The pungent bite of the onion and the sharpness of the mustard create an intense, invigorating flavor, providing a powerful jolt of energy and a momentary distraction from hunger. This is the meal of pure necessity, requiring no cooking, no expense, and offering only raw, bracing flavor. The butter and sugar sandwich. This is the quintessential Appalachian comfort food of childhood, a testament to finding simple, immediate sweetness when luxury was scarce. It's a pure expression of poverty and resourcefulness. The construction is basic. Slices of soft, cheap white bread are spread thickly with simple, often unsalted butter or lard, providing necessary fat and moisture. This base is then generously dusted with plain white sugar. The sugar provides a crystalline crunch and the only available burst of refined sweetness. This simple, easy-to-make sandwich was not a fancy dessert, but a heavy, quick calorie boost, a reward for children, or a nostalgic comfort for adults, providing a momentary escape from the relentless hardships of daily life.
The loose meat sandwich. This sandwich is the frugal, no-nonsense cousin of the sloppy Joe, a staple of Appalachian quick dining and roadside food. It represents the fastest way to get heavy protein into a hungry worker. The preparation is simple. Ground beef, cooked until crumbly and browned, with minimal seasoning and absolutely no tomato sauce or ketchup. This steaming, seasoned ground meat is piled high onto a soft, white hamburger bun. The bread quickly absorbs the rendered beef fat and moisture. Often served with raw onion and a pickle, this sandwich is intentionally messy, designed to be eaten quickly, providing dense calories and immediate, unrefined satisfaction to those needing heavy sustenance for the next shift.
The deviled egg salad sandwich. This sandwich is a testament to making a filling, flavorful meal from basic staples, a common practice in Appalachian kitchens. It takes the humble, hard-boiled egg and transforms it into a substantial lunch. The process is straightforward. Eggs are boiled until firm, then roughly chopped. They're then mixed with mayonnaise, often homemade or the cheapest available, and a generous hand of mustard, along with a significant amount of paprika, which gives it a distinctive color and a subtle, smoky warmth. This creamy, peppery mixture is spread thickly onto soft, cheap white bread. This sandwich provided essential protein and fat, serving as a satisfying, easy-to-pack meal for school, work, or a quick bite at home. A simple comfort food that stretched every ingredient.
The sauerkraut and hot mustard sandwich. This is an intense, bracing sandwich built on the foundation of fermented survival and cheap, raw flavor, ideal for cutting through the fatigue of a cold workday. The base is simple, cost-effective white or rye bread. The filling is generous, well-drained sauerkraut, often homemade, providing a powerful, mouth-puckering sourness. The essential kick
comes from a thick layer of hot, dark brown mustard, which adds a fiery heat that sharply contrasts the cabbage's cold sourness. This is not a subtle meal. It is a cheap, heavy, and intensely flavorful source of energy and warmth, consumed quickly to prepare the body for the next push of labor, relying on strong, simple tastes to mask the lack of expensive ingredients.
The fried bread sandwich. This is an Appalachian invention of necessity, transforming simple flour and fat into a dense, high-calorie vessel. It is the definition of heavy sustenance. A flat dough is submerged and fried in hot grease or lard until it is golden brown, puffed up, and deeply saturated with fat. The bread is then sliced open, creating a hot, greasy pocket. This heavy, fat-saturated bread was often filled with whatever was available: beans, leftover gravy, or just sprinkled with salt. It provides instant, intense caloric satisfaction, serving as the ultimate affordable work fuel for those engaged in exhausting manual labor.
The pepper jelly and cream cheese sandwich. This is a cherished, complex Appalachian delicacy, a true study in contrasts often served at community gatherings. The base is simple, white bread. The filling is a dual layer. Rich, cool cream cheese provides a smooth, cooling base. This is topped with translucent, jewel-toned pepper jelly, which is intensely sweet and sharply spicy from the chili peppers, a signature Appalachian flavor profile. This combination of hot and cold, sweet and savory, elevates basic ingredients to create a highly addictive regional treat. It is consumed quickly as a special lunch or served precisely for a social event.
The Scrapple Sandwich. This is a regional Appalachian and Mid-Atlantic classic, the ultimate testament to economy and zero-waste cooking. Scrapple is a dense loaf made from pork offcuts, cornmeal, and spices. It is sliced thickly and pan-fried in its own fat until it develops a deep, crusty brown exterior while remaining soft inside. This intensely savory and heavy fried slice is placed between two pieces of simple white bread, sometimes with a dab of mustard or syrup for an extra kick. The Scrapple sandwich is pure, affordable work fuel. It delivers the dense protein, fat, and carbohydrates necessary for the brutal manual labor of the region, consumed quickly as a powerful, energy-packed breakfast.
The canned salmon sandwich. This is a staple in Appalachian communities, valued for its affordability, long shelf life, and high protein content when fresh ingredients were scarce. The core is canned salmon, a reliable source of nutrition, flaked directly from the tin. This salmon is mixed with generous amounts of mayonnaise, often homemade, and finely chopped onion for flavor and crunch. The fish salad is spread thickly onto simple white bread. This sandwich provided reliable, non-perishable protein and fat, serving as a satisfying, easy-to-pack meal for school, work, or when quick, heavy sustenance was needed, relying on strong flavors to enhance the humble ingredients. The pickled cheese sandwich. This is an intense, flavorful staple born from the need to preserve dairy in the Appalachian environment, long before refrigeration was common. The heart of the sandwich is pickled cheese, sharp cheddar or another firm cheese cured in a potent brine of vinegar, salt, and spices. This process gives the cheese a distinctive, pungent sourness and a hard texture. The sharply flavored pickled cheese is thinly sliced and served on simple white bread, often paired with crunchy lettuce or shredded cabbage to provide essential fresh contrast. This sandwich is all about intensity, combining the sourness of preservation with fresh crunch, providing a deeply satisfying, long-lasting flavor punch for a quick, working meal. The cold chili sandwich. This is a classic Appalachian lunch of necessity, born from the tradition of repurposing leftovers, especially robust meat chili. The chili used must be dense, thick, and rich with meat and beans, cooling overnight until it is firm and nearly solid. This cold, heavy chili is then generously piled onto a soft, plain bun, which often struggles to contain the weight. This sandwich provides instant, heavy, cold sustenance, contrasting the cool, savory, and spicy chili with the softness of the bread. It is the ultimate, affordable, zero-waste meal, delivering the protein and fat needed for a long, hard workday, often consumed quickly and without fuss.
The sweet grilled cheese sandwich. This is an indulgent Appalachian twist on a classic comfort food. Simple white bread is generously buttered and sprinkled with sugar. A slice of cheese is placed inside. The sandwich is pan-fried until the sugared butter creates a dark, sweet, caramelized crust. The cheese is perfectly melted. This humble treat delivers immediate, intense caloric satisfaction, marrying the salty, creamy melt of the cheese with a sweet, greasy crunch. It is a creative, inexpensive dessert, providing simple pleasure and warmth.
The deer feed sandwich. This unusual name describes a simple, hyper-nutritious Appalachian staple: peanut butter and honey, sometimes bulked up with raw oatmeal. The base is white bread. A thick layer of viscous peanut butter is spread, followed by a generous drizzle of sticky honey. If used, raw oatmeal is sprinkled on top, giving it a coarse, grainy texture, which earns the deer feed nickname. This sandwich is dense, cheap, and loaded with calories, fat, and protein. It is the perfect no-fuss fuel for hard work or a quick, energy-dense meal in times of scarcity, consumed for its pure, immediate sustenance.
The coleslaw and mayo sandwich. This is a classic Appalachian side dish, simplified into a main course. It is a humble, cooling sandwich, popular in the warm months. The filling is simple coleslaw, shredded cabbage and carrots, mixed generously with thick, often homemade mayonnaise. The salad is piled high on soft white bread. This sandwich is surprisingly heavy and satisfying, delivering a contrast of cool creaminess from the mayo and a loud, refreshing crunch from the raw vegetables. It is a cheap, easy, and essential vegetarian staple of the region.
Beyond their humble layers, these sandwiches tell tales of resourceful hands, of long days, and the enduring spirit of Appalachia. Each bite a silent promise of strength, each flavor a memory of home. Simple sustenance, rich in history, bound by the heartland.